Yo guys, welcome to a new video on my channel, of course, Alexandrus guys. Damn, I've been pretty active lately. I've been posting some videos for you. Today, it's not gonna be like too optimistic again, but honestly I want to calm me down a little bit as well. But yeah, what you guys are seeing by the title is a video about government shutdown in US. Before we start, as always, I need to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research and you should always do your own due diligence, because I don't take any responsibility for your actions. With that said, we can dive right into it, guys. So basically, we can see this on Poly market, which is obviously like a market for predictions, which lately has been showing us that it's pretty accurate. And we can see one of these bets here. Government shutdown on Saturday, 97% chance. So as you can see, people are very confident that it will be closed. 14th February, 11:59 p.m. ET. So basically, guys, well, I mean, technically there is a chance that it won't close, obviously, but 97%, that's how much people vote. By the way, buying this snow for 3.5 cents seems like an interesting thing to do, but I'm not into like that stuff, so I'm not gonna do it. Then people predict for how long it's gonna be closed, and we can see some bets at 10 plus days, also 7 plus days pretty confidently. And what this could mean for the markets yet again, guys. So obviously, you know, the thing is that markets usually are very volatile during these things. So government shutdown basically happens when lawmakers fail to pass funding for federal agencies. When this happens, parts of the government literally like stop operating. So that's what the whole shutdown is all about, right? And according to the data that I just showed you, the probability of this happening is like huge. Okay, it's 97%. Why do markets care? Well, financial markets hate uncertainty, obviously. Government shutdown creates exactly that. So investors usually respond by, you know, moving into like safer assets, like reducing exposure to risk, selling things like tech stocks and crypto, most often than not. And this comes at really sensitive time right now, when crypto just experienced this major crash. The sentiment across the market is already extremely fragile. It is kind of bearish, I would say, right now also. So if another macro shock hits right now, it could trigger like another sell potentially. Definitely it will increase the volatility, and it will push fill levels even higher than that. So we have two scenarios basically. Scenario one is lawmakers reach a last minute deal and the markets breathe a sigh of relief, obviously, which chances for that are pretty low. And scenario number two is that the shutdown actually happens and we could see another wave of panic selling across risk assets. And technically we can think about two things here, okay? Because this, like, people in crypto, they are into poly market a lot and into all of those predictions and what's happening within, you know, US. And I hate to say it, but unfortunately, US is just really like big when it comes to the market situation in crypto, you know. So people already know that there is a huge chance for it to shut down. So why would they start selling off because of that? Well, I don't know, because I will not sell, definitely. But the thing is that, in my opinion, like, people in crypto, they need to kind of start understanding that it's not really that big of a deal, in my opinion, at least. And like, those crashes obviously are not by individuals that sell off, like, you know, their 0.1 Bitcoin live holdings or something. It's usually by the whales or by the, you know, big companies and stuff like that. So they definitely have some strategy in mind while doing that. Are they manipulating the market? I don't know. I'm not here to say that because I don't know. I don't feel competent enough to be touching on that. But basically, right now, what we see with crypto, the price movement of this last week, it's pretty shaky. It is kind of bearish, I would say, but the sell pressure, you know, the sell pressure is pretty big. However, we still keep on maintaining this like 66,000 to 71 roughly $1,000 on Bitcoin. Altcoins performing quite badly right now. Honestly, Solana absolutely criminal, $79. It's insane. Avalanche 885, absolute craziness yet again. So those alts are still underperforming quite significantly. When it comes to gold, as you can see, it's also sort of maintaining down 1% in the last 24 hours. I would say this is kind of a correction here, but I'm not a gold trader, so I'm not gonna be expressing my thoughts on that because I don't feel competent enough for that. However, what I would say, guys, that the situation is still developing. The key takeaway is pretty simple. You know, macro events like this can move market fast. It obviously can, especially when sentiment is already weak, right? Stay cautious, manage your risk, don't ignore what's happening, but at the same time, don't panic, okay? Because what usually happens is that people panic when they really don't have to, and then, you know, they feel bad that they, for example, sold, and, you know, like, I wouldn't be so bothered with that. But again, like, this is my opinion, this is how I am personally. Maybe I care a bit less about those things happening within US than most people do. Maybe I get burned by it, maybe not. Just wanted to put it out here in case some of you didn't hear about it. We will see how it is. It's so tempting for me to get, like, I don't know, like 300 shares, for example. For 11 bucks, I could get 300. But yeah, it is probably closing, so honestly, I don't think I'm gonna take a risk, you know. But yeah, to some of you, maybe some of you want to, like, the stake is pretty interesting. But yeah, guys, that's basically that. I just wanted to put it out here and have you informed so you don't feel surprised tomorrow when you wake up. That's it, guys, for today. I hope that you enjoyed. I will be having some more videos for you pretty soon. I have some things in mind. Hopefully I will be able to pull them off. But yeah, that's it. Quick little video today. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. See you in the next ones. Peace.